Hi guys, right, so just on the computer now, looking at article vulture.com. And it says here, Joss Whedon bows out of forthcoming HBO series The Nevers. Well, I never saw this coming, did you? With all the allegations out there, with all his past history, since Buffy, and now we have this. Now, as I said, you could call me biased. I've not been a big fan of his stuff. Well, tell a lie, I did like Angel, but I just thought he went in a tantrum over Firefly and stuff like that. But he always tried to pass himself off as a man of today, and he's not really, is he? Because we've got to believe somebody that putting his future, work in jeopardy by slamming somebody as big as this. So I like to always go for the underdog, and Joss Whedon is definitely not an underdog by reports of what he did on the set of Justice League. So anyway. It goes on like the film director Joss Whedon is no longer making his return to television as planned this summer, per The Hollywood Reporter. Whedon has left HBO's upcoming sci-fi drama series, The Nevers. I've never heard of it. In a statement to The Hollywood Reporter, a rep for HBO said, We have parted ways with Joss Whedon. We remain excited about the future of The Nevers and look forward to its premiere in the summer of 2021. Whedon is currently under investigation, as underlined, from Warner Brothers. From Warner Brothers, eh? For alleged misconduct on the set of Justice League, where he replaced Zack Snyder as the director. Justice League actor Ray Fisher alleges that Whedon engaged in gross, abusive, unprofessional and completely unacceptable behaviour while on set, and recently accused Whedon of digitally altering an actor's skin colour tone in post-production, which Whedon denies doing. Skin tone. I don't want to go too much into the skin tone thing, because something like that I never really noticed. Because, see me, I don't see colour. Okay, everybody's human in front of my eyes. But with all this Black Lives Matter thing, it seems to be heightened people's thing about it. But I believe if he had done that, if we didn't made an excuse that it was because of the background and everything else, we would have went along with that. If the other allegations of his conduct didn't exist, we would have went along with that and thought, okay, he's being a wee bit funny here. But this, on top of all the other allegations, it's a bit whoa, right? So was it The Nevers was picked up by HBO for a straight-to-series order in July. By the way, digital alternate actor's face, which we didn't deny he's doing. Of course he would. Yeah, of course he would. The Nevers was picked up by HBO for a straight-to-series order in July 2018, beating out other outlets including Netflix. The series is set to star Outlanders, which I'm currently watching just now. What season I'm on? I believe it's the third season. Outlanders, Laura Connolly plays Amelia True, a menace to Victorian society, leader of a group known as the Orphans that have unusual abilities. Relentless enemies and a mission that might change the world. Whedon was supposed to write, direct, executive produce and serve as the showrunner on The Nevers, which would have marked his director's return to television. After over a decade away since creating and executive produced Fox Dollhouse, Whedon issued a statement from his departure from the series. And of course, we know this is, it's going to be full of boo, isn't it? It's going to be, oh, my heart and everything else. So here we go. This year of unprecedented challenges, unprecedented, I hate that word. They sort of tried to use that when, Zack Snyder's film was said to get made, Challenges have impacted my life and perspective in ways I could never have imagined. And while developing and producing the Nevers, this has been a joyful experience. Maybe to you, but has it been with other people in the set? I realised that the level of commitment required moving forward, combined with the physical challenges of making such a huge show during a global pandemic, it's more than I can handle. Without the work beginning to suffer, I am genuinely exhausted. Without the work beginning to suffer, I am genuinely exhausted. I'm stepping back to marshal my energy towards my own life, which is also at the brink of exciting change. Exciting. I had to look at that word because, when he said exciting, I was like, are you sure it's not mean exiting or something like that? No, but it says exciting change. I am deeply proud of the work we have done. I'm grateful to all my extraordinary cast and collaborators, and to HBO for the opportunity to shape yet another strange world. The Never is a true labour of love, but after 2+ years of labour love, it's about all I have to offer. It will never fade. Yeah, we don't really stick around that much nowadays, do you? So it's after 2 years. Maybe there's people on that set that's getting a wee bit sick. And it says related. Of course, Rufus alleged Joss Whedon disallowed an actor's colour scheme. And below that it says, Joss Whedon gets new HBO series, and yes, it will have sci-fi heroines. And we all know how he treats girls on film, don't we? So, we've got this covered. Right, now this is great news. Okay, this is good news. Now, as you know, we witnessed questions always get asked to Zack. Is this his Justice Endgame? Okay, will he just make this film then just leave it out there? But he has said that we'll have to wait and we'll see how it ends, and then you'll sort of get a feeling what's going to come next. Is it anything? Is that the complete story? Did he change it to that's it finished? Leave it open for some other person to step in and take the reins? Who knows? But we've all speculated that no, Zack, after all our support, we need Justice League 2 and 3. So, and as I say, I've always been a fan of Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern. It's just the film that let him down, that's all. And I'll stand by that. So it now says, Ryan Reynolds reportedly wants in on Justice League 2. And mind you, there was that bit at Comic-Con when he says, yeah, it's a Snyder Cut. He knew about it. So why didn't Amy Adams not know about it? Eh? Why did she not know about it? Anyway, the world of comic book, that's because she's not on social media. Well, she needs to get on social media and talk to the fans. The world of comic book blockbuster movies at such a rapid pace, the fans, insiders and studio executives alike always seem to be planning at least a few films ahead. For instance, it took a relentless 2.5-year campaign to finally convince Warner Bros. It wasn't 2.5 years for me. I've been campaigning for Zack Snyder's movies since Man of Steel. But it has been 2 years campaigning for Justice League. Right? Finally convinced Warner Bros. That the Snyder Cut of Justice League was risk worth taking. But almost as soon as the news broke, you'd have thought that the DCU slate was mapped out for the next 5 years. As well as constant rumours that Zack Snyder could stick around and direct a further 2 installments. Hallelujah, hallelujah. To deliver an entire Justice League trilogy. Ben Affleck has at various points been linked with a Batman solo. Oh, God, yes. And HBO Max miniseries. I think I'm going to need a couple of minutes alone, boys. Despite the actor only officially being contracted to suit up for Snyder's brief reshoots and The Flash. Furthermore, once the filmmaker teased that the Green Lantern Corps would have much more of a substantial role in this new cut than the blink that you'll miss it cameo in the theatrical release, Ryan Reynolds was suddenly poised to make a surprise appearance as Hal Jordan. As well, in fact, tipster Grace Randolph claimed that his contract was ready to go, only to backtrack very soon after and say that he was actually too busy to commit. Listen, as I say, I want Hal Jordan. I don't want Jon Stewart. I want Hal Jordan up and forward, you know, because there's too many people I know that thinks Jon Stewart was the Green Lantern because of the cartoon series. You know, let's get Hal Jordan established first before we move on to another Green Lantern. At this point, the rumour will never stop churning, and insider Daniel Richman has now revealed that the Deadpool star wants in on a prospective Justice League sequel. Should it end up happening? Unfortunately, he doesn't offer any information from that. But the 44-year-old actor has a jam-packed schedule as it is. And the last thing he needs when free time is such a premium as theatrical projects being added to his slate. Still, if the sequel does indeed become a reality, I'm not a religious man, but I'll pray to anything. You can bet that Reynolds will be hitting up Snyder to talk about a potential role. Great stuff. Now, now that is all good. I love just for people to even talk about Zack Snyder's Justice League 2. To even mention Zack Snyder and have Justice League 2 attached to it is the great stuff. So for me, yep. Listen, bring in the whole cast of the Avengers and have them in a Zack Snyder's Justice League movie. I'll be all for that as long as we get a Justice League 2. I don't care what it takes. We want a Justice League sequel. I haven't even seen the first one. So I don't normally talk about Teen Titans, but there's a new look for Starfire, and as you know, when the first series broke out, not a lot of people were happy with the look. So let's have a look at it right now. Not a bad look. It reminds me about the outfits you used to get in Smallville, but I'm more of a older sort of swimsuit sort of Starfire fan because of the planet she belongs. You know, I remember reading 52 where she was like half naked in front of a guy and she didn't care because she thinks differently. But again, this is for audience and we live in a now me world, so the thought of having a belly button shown is bad. But this is not too bad. It's a step up to what it was before.